You can try growing tech news for yourself. Just put some batteries and a wire in a pot with some dirt. Shake it up and see what happens.
Don't do that, just to be clear.
Everyone was a little skeptical when Nvidia announced light hash rate versions of their RTX 30 series graphics cards with crypto mining limiters. But it turns out that skepticism was justified because miners have told PC Mag that the limiters didn't discourage them from buying new GPUs at all. LOL. One miner, who I swear is over 18, based in Colorado with a rig composed of 95 cards. 95 cards comprise the rig. The rig is composed of 90, it's directional. This miner says he feels that the LHR was pointless because the limiter only cut the performance in half, and since then, various tweaks have gotten the mining power on many LHR cards back up to 70% or higher. To make matters worse, Ethereum is the only currency affected by the limiters, and once it switches to good old proof of stake at some point, it's supposed to be June.
Yeah, that's what they said last year.
The LHR cards will be even more attractive to miners who will be switching to mining other coins. I disagree with this point. Those aren't gonna be profitable.
That's what they said. The miners said that.
I know this next point might be counterintuitive, but it might be the only thing that ends the GPU shortage, is more GPUs.
Whoa, prove it.
RX 5600, baby. Some of those GPUs may end up in gaming Chromebooks, believe it or not, if a new rumor is to be believed. 9to5 Google has spotted a new flag in the latest Chrome OS builds that enables support for RGB keyboards. Normie non-gamers don't have RGB keyboards. Their brains are too slow and they can't comprehend all the colors.
They have like no experience.
They see like dogs. Some reds.
They're not on our level.
Obviously, this isn't overwhelming evidence by itself, but it becomes a bit more convincing when you remember that Nvidia explicitly announced a deal with MediaTek to make ARM-powered Linux-based laptops. So, yeah, Chromebooks with Nvidia GPUs built in. Look, I know you don't want to admit it, but gaming Chromebooks, they're the future. And you will buy them as NFTs. There's no stopping it now.
Wait, you can mine them. I didn't know that.
You can mine Chromebooks. If you're not on board with the NFT game train, an Ubisoft executive wants you to know that that's only because you don't get it, buddy. Nicholas Puald, and I do mean Pooh, VP of Ubisoft's Strategic Innovations Lab, said that the company's heavily criticized Quartz NFT program gives players the opportunity to resell their items once they've finished with them, which is really beneficial for them. The people, not the items. The items don't care. This isn't Toy Story. But said gamers don't get it for now because that takes time. I guess gamers also don't get Ubisoft's Battle Royale game Hyperscape? Hadn't even heard of it, which is shutting down in April, just 18 months after launching.
Why?
But it's probably more likely gamers just weren't stoked about playing Battle Royale from AAA publisher number 69.
It had powers, it was cool. Cooldowns.
What we do need help understanding is how cryptocurrency is supposed to be super secure and private, yet keeps getting stolen. Shut up, Riley.
It is.
This is Riley's script. Like the $80 million worth that was just yanked from a DeFi platform, Qubit Finance. I'm sure we'll all get it soon. Riley's willing to wait. Now it's time for the Quick Bits, brought to you by iFixit and their I'm a Genius campaign to support the right to repair movement. Is that a shot at Apple? See, iFixit believes that every repair is an act of genius. So they want you to commit to fixing more things this year, and in the process, enter for a chance to win $100 to spend at the iFixit store. You don't need to be a genius to know that's a good deal. Yeah. Just head on over to ifixit.com/pledge, share a photo of your most recent repair with the hashtag I'm a genius and preferably a cute dog in the background. Just kidding, I added that. And tag iFixit. That's it, just tag him. Monday, January 31st is the last day to enter, so go to ifixit.com/pledge and join the right to repair movement today. One of us. Quick Bits. Could be a restaurant. They only serve chips, non-edible.
Delicious?
I don't get this one. AMD's proposed acquisition of fellow chipmaker Xilinx for $35 billion, first announced back in 2020, has been approved by Chinese regulators. Both companies are American, but do lots of business in China, which is why this approval is important. Now AMD just has to wait for the FTC and DOJ to approve the JOB, just the deal. But waiting to see the look on Nvidia's face might be harder after reports that their ARM purchase may not go through, which is so embarrassing.
Oh my God, my deal went through.
Epic's David is getting some backup in its fight against Apple's Goliath, as attorneys general of 34 states and DC have filed an amicus brief supporting Epic's appeal of the ruling in the two companies' notorious App Store lawsuit. What a sentence. Still don't know what's happening. The state attorneys general argue that not enough scrutiny was paid to Apple's developer contract in the trial, which I can only assume Epic agrees with vigorously. Who knows when all this will be decided, which is good because Riley's tech longer isn't done yet.
I have time. I have more time.
I heard you rap shooting at least. The FCC won't let ISPs be. But that's just me, so let me be. The FCC won't let ISPs be, with the announcement that the regulatory body will require companies like AT&T and Verizon to provide NFTs. I'm just joking, there's just a lot of letters here. To provide nutrition labels with information about actual prices, including hidden fees, as well as data caps and real world performance. And not that damn performance.
Virtual, in the metaverse.
It's hard to imagine anyone thinking this was a bad idea, but it was actually shot down by former FCC head Ajit Pai in 2017. Pieman. You can't trust anyone who uses a mug that big.
What's he hiding in there? A gun?
Google is backtracking after announcing that users with legacy G Suite accounts would have to pay for a new workspace account. That's a capital W, workspace account. The company hasn't explicitly announced anything, but a new support notice says a no-cost option to move user data to a new account will be provided in the coming months. Huzzah! So complaining does work. Our parents were wrong. Or right. Depends on the parents.
My parents, middle of the road.
Spanked me for fun. And a robot designed by Johns Hopkins University researchers has successfully performed a difficult keyhole intestinal surgical procedure on a pig, completely autonomously.
Whoa! What?
No one told that pig what to do. Not only that, but apparently the smart tissue autonomous robot, aka STAR,
Star in my book.
did a significantly better job than human doctors, who just haven't studied enough. Normally we'd make a robo-apocalypse joke here, but this is great news, especially for pigs on a surgery wait list.
Bessie's been waiting for months.
My pig ID says donor. What blood type are you? Pig. Unfortunately, we humans still have to wait until Monday for more tech news. That's when the surgical robot will be ready to host this video.
We haven't trained him yet, but we'll see how he does.
Just a pig's head on a spinning...
Blood everywhere!